Bengals didn't even have to put their offense on the field this Sunday to get their first score as Brandon Wilson took a kickoff 103 yards for a touchdown. That was the longest play in franchise history for the Bengals. This was Wilson's second career kickoff return touchdown after taking the opening kickoff of the Ravens game to the house last season. Brandon Wilson and the special teams unit in general have been a real bright spot for the Bengals over the last 2 seasons. But Wilson didn't do it alone. So today we're going to talk about the scheme and the blocking that helped to make this kickoff return touchdown happen for Brandon Wilson and the Bengals. And to do that, we're going to have to start off by naming the positions on the kickoff and the kickoff return teams. The film we have is from behind the kickoff team, but we're still going to talk about it in terms of the kickoff return team. So everything is flipped for the purpose of this conversation. Right is left, left is right. And we'll start on the right side. You number the players on the kickoff team from outside in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left. The Bengals have 6 players in the front line. We have the right guard, right tackle, right end on the right side, and then the right fullback just behind them. And on the left side, we have the left end, left tackle, left guard, and the left fullback. Moving back, we have the right tailback and the left tailback, and of course, our solo returner deep is Brandon Wilson. Now let's talk about the coverage responsibilities for the kickoff team. The R1, R2, R5, L4, L3, and L2 are all running straight down the field. The R1 and the L2 is force players, keeping the ball contained to the inside, and everybody else is a lane player. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. The L5 is going to come across the formation, essentially swapping roles with the R4, who first gets down the field before knifing across to the other side of the formation. The R3 and L1 will hang back as safety players, in case Wilson gets past the initial coverage. Now that we know who's who, we can get into the blocking. We'll start with the 5s. The R5 will be double teamed by the right guard and the right fullback. The L5 is working across the formation, and the left fullback will use his momentum against him to block him out. Now as we take a look full speed, you can see the double team on the R5 and the kick out on the L5. Now we'll talk about the 4s. As previously noted, the R4 works down the field, then knifes across to the other side. The right tackle is responsible for blocking. The most critical block on this return is that of the L4. He's double teamed by the left guard and the left tackle. Now we'll take a look at full speed. The R4 gets the jump on the right tackle as he moves across the formation, but the tackle is able to keep him wide enough that he's out of the play. The left guard and left tackle do a great job on the double team on the L4. Now this is a middle return, but it's not truly up the gut. Think of it more as an A or B gap run, slightly off center. So now we're going to talk about the play side blocks. The left fullback is going to come in and then kick out on the L2, who is the force player on that side. The right fullback is going to come in and then act as the lead blocker, working up the hole to the L3. That just leaves the L1 unaccounted for. Remember, the L1 is the safety player who's hanging back a little bit. The left end will take care of the block on the L1. Now we'll take a look at full speed. We've got the kick out on the force player, a block on the safety from the left end, and the fullback leading up for the L3. The only player left on the return team is the right end, and he's going to take care of the R2. That leaves the force player and the safety on the right side, but Brandon Wilson will take care of them with how he starts and finishes his return. First, he keeps them on the right side by selling the middle return. Then, as he breaks into the open field, he leans to the left side, knowing that the pursuit will be coming from unblocked players on the right side. Now putting it all together, Wilson sells the middle return. We get the double team on the L4, the kick out. On the force player, the lead up on the L3. Wilson jukes out the kicker. The left end is blocking the safety, and Wilson leans away from the pursuit on his way to the record-breaking touchdown. The Bengals have incredible special teams units, and Wilson is their biggest star. Not only is he a skilled returner, but he excels in kick coverage as well. Wilson and the kickoff return team did a phenomenal job here, and the result was 6 points.
Red 7, hot rock!